Thanks, Natasha, for coming in, and thanks, Robin, for making time. I'm sorry that we could only schedule this during lunch, but I really appreciate you making the time. I'm just going to start a timer so that we don't go too far over. I don't want to keep you too long. So starting off to say welcome, Natasha.
Thank you.
Really excited to hear that you've recently joined the company. Robin has only very good things to say, and she's very excited about the future. So I believe that you've been employed as Learn to Swim assistant, reporting to Robin Ellery, who is our operations manager, or the operations manager for NSF. So I just wanted to cover off your work-based learning pathway, which we've developed in consultation so that we can really support you to succeed in your role and make sure we're doing everything to give you all of the learning to do so. Now, if there's any gaps that you identify along the way, just know that it's a two-way process, and you can consult with Robin if we need to organise some further work-based training. It's not a done process. It's it's an ongoing scenario. Okay, so just to cover off the main learning objectives of this work-based training, and that will be by the end of the complete training program, over all the sessions, you'll be able to recite the meaning of every letter in the acronym Doctors ABCD, because first aid is so important in our in your aquatic industry and in your role, and also for you to be able to model that to the people that are in the team that you're leading. The second outcome is that you will be able to demonstrate an understanding of the differences in CPR to different population ages, so from baby to child to adult, and be able to competently demonstrate CPR for a 2-minute period. Now, in consultation, we didn't identify any issues that would stop you from completing that on the floor. Is that correct? There's nothing I need to
issues.
Make adjustments for?
No.
Fantastic. Okay, great. And also, just to give you a real understanding, I've left this one to the last session today because I think it's one where you can sit back and really take lots of information in, bit of a fun one. To be aware of the company background and culture, and again to be able to effectively model that to the team that you're going to be leading. I'll also ask you to pinpoint 3 main learnings from that presentation, work in groups, and that we'll be able to assess, as well as the practical assessment in the CPR session, bit of question and answer, a little bit of role play, and really assess that we've taken in some of those learning outcomes. Okay. Now, I understand that you're a full-time employee, so all training will be undertaken within your normal working hours during the week. All expenses will be covered by Nepean Swim and Fitness, and all training will be completed within the time frame of the end of June. So we'll do our workshops today, and then we'll identify any gaps in that skill set. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. I just want to reiterate as well that all information shared within the training will stay confidential to Nepean Swim and Fitness. And so we'll move on from there. So I discussed that we'll be doing some presentation. We'll also be doing some activity-based learning, some question and answer, and some role play. And they're appropriate because I believe they give you the skills to then apply them to real-world situations. We'll be doing the meetings today. We'll be having a 20-minute session first, a break, a 40-minute session, a break, and then another 40-minute session, and then we can go on as the rest of your day is planned with Robin. Robin will be supervising the process, and all learning will take place here at the Nepean Aquatic Centre training room. The resources will be, I'll have personal protective equipment for the CPR dummies, and then all other resources will be provided. You don't need to bring anything along. At the beginning of each session, I'll be sure to cover off work health and safety considerations, like make sure everybody's comfortable temperature, where the toilets are, that your chair's comfortable. But if anything else comes up, feel free to ask. I've discussed the evaluation and assessment techniques. So I really want to just push it back onto you, and I'm putting you on the spot a little bit now, but I guess I'd just like to ask you and discuss how you will take personal responsibility and self-reflect on any training that's delivered today.
I guess I just do, in my own time, I find time to go over things and revise. So if I need to learn, say, an acronym, I make sure I do like little flashcards and things like that, test myself in the car. If I've got other co-workers doing the same sort of stuff, we work together and kind of quiz each other. That sort of thing.
That's great to hear, especially because I do actually have some handouts prepared as well that will be able to you'll be able to reference outside of this time, and that'll provide you with that learning. Do you need me?
No, go.
No?
I need Robin.
Okay, no problem. Robin, if you'd like to step out for a moment and I'll recap you on anything that you missed.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay. So we will discuss the technique that we'll use to assist you to transfer your existing skills and knowledge to the workplace.
Yep.
I've already discussed with Robin, and I'll brief her when she returns, maybe
Yep.
even after the recorded meeting, just to give you real world scenarios within your actual work for you to practice some of those techniques, which I know you've already been doing. So it's great. Sounds like you're doing really well already. So I've sent you the individualised learning plan prior to our meeting. Did you have any questions?
No, not at this stage.
I think, thank you for your feedback to say that you found it really straightforward. That's helpful for me to know that we're hitting all of the touch points. Let me just check that I've covered off on everything I wanted to cover off on. And I will be giving you a briefing feedback, and please don't feel that you have to be kind. I'm still, honing my skills in delivering training. So any feedback, honest, it helps me to become a better trainer. So really happy with that. I think we've actually covered everything off. So what I'm going to do is give you the learner briefing feedback template. If you'd like to fill that out in your own time and get it to me anytime today, that'd be really helpful. And I'm also going to get you to, when you bring me back the template, I'm going to get you to sign off that we've had this meeting. Alternatively, you can sign the copy that I've emailed you and return that to me after the meeting. So whatever suits you best. There's a lot to think about and get through today. So if we miss that step, then you can definitely return that to me by email. So thank you very much for being here, and I look forward to supporting you to succeed.
Thank you.
All right, I'll send you.